scared to even ask. Oh.
That's fun.
And we're live. Hey everyone. How's it going? Yeah, too old because I like because I can unmute the players while we're on the start screen. So I like unmuting them and telling a really shitty joke. So you guys don't get to hear the joke, you just get to hear the groans of their reaction.
It just sets the tempo for the whole night. He wants to capture that groan.
Yeah, we're right in the groan wave here. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're here to play some Pathfinder 2nd edition. Back at it for we're calling this Fallen Kingdom of Vruz. Lots of crazy shit happened last week, and we'll do a little recap of it. But first, let's do some introductions. Bert, you can kick us off.
No, it's me, Bert, I guess. I am playing, am I playing? I'm playing Mornith, I think.
I think so. That sounds right.
Yes. He is an ice elf, and because he's an ice elf, he has just a love for fire, terrorizing people in jalapeno poppers. Yeah, some people might call him a thief, but you know, I used to have a lawyer to take care of that, but he's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone now.
Yeah, we'll let Jeremy explain that when we get over to him. But next up, we got us a Dan.
Everybody, Dan with the Defenders. I'm playing Sherbert, our detective wizard halfling. Bag of tricks and bad plans.
There we go. And sadly, Jake was feeling under the weather, so he's not joining us tonight. But we'll just say that Beaker's hanging out in the castle doing experiments and stuff. So, yeah. But then we've got us a Jeff.
Hey, I'm Jeff. I am playing Good Boy version 3.0. He is an automaton gunslinger is the combination. He's a hunter automaton, and he's a way of the spell shot. So he infuses magic into a giant gun that he carries, and I've been flavoring it like it just kind of comes out of his back like a cannon. But it's really just a gun. But yeah. And we learned last time that he can actually speak a little bit, but it's like he's struggling to do so, and he can go bipedal and walk on two feet like he's a normal, person thing. So yeah, Good Boy version 3.0.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And last but not least, hiding down there in the corner, there's a Jeremy.
Hello, I'm playing Barbar, who is an orc farmhand turned spirit touch barbarian, who's just like a really crappy paladin, but he tries hard.
He tries. So, like I mentioned, Puck is gone, and for people who didn't catch up, Barbar defeated a god, and Puck wasn't too thrilled with it. So Puck went off to make his own religion.
With blackjack.
With blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jeremy, do you want to explain this god you defeated?
Well, so I mean, Barbar does have regrets. He realizes he could have approached the discussion with Puck a little bit better, but in general, it was divined that this little potato god wanted to feast upon eyes and babies and defile the innocent and all that sort of thing. And it's a dangerous thing to instill a barbarian with holy fury, because they don't really, there's not much negotiation past a certain point.
Yeah.
It's just smash.
Oh, yeah. So, last session, a lot of stuff happened last session. We picked up in the fight between the giant gorilla and the giant lizard. Lizard was slain. Gorilla started chasing after the party. You all ran away. Bravely. Mornath was sadly separated from the group. But you all made it to the secret base of the Blade Abhorrent. And shit was just bananas. You all murdered the fuck out of everything. It's quite amazing. Very amazing. And then, yeah, you got some loot. You did some murdering. You headed back up to the surface. Now, there was a letter, notes, clue that you got from that bird. You weren't here last time, so I'm not going to make you recap it. We'll make Jeff recap it. Jeff, what do you remember about that note?
So bark, 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 bark. No, so basically, the old king of Vruz, Lord Bezmirtri.
Good luck.
Something Russian.
Yeah.
Bezimirtri. Yeah. He seems to be behind a lot of what's been going on. Possibly is the one that was kind of calling the shots with like the Blade Abhorrent and things like that. Looking for, I think it was like an old sword or something. Looks like he's got some kind of connections to, was it the 7 coins? Like some kind of like, so there's like references to some, like there's like, he's got feelers around in town here and there. But that's the big thing, is that Bezmirtri, the old king, is trying to get his kingdom back, and was using the Blade Abhorrent to do so.
Yeah, he referenced a group called the Whispering Way is building him an army. Blade Abhorrent was making monsters, and he was gathering up his loyalists in the 7 coins, which is the big merchants guild in town. So yeah, exciting stuff. But we pick up back in the castle after a day or two of rest. Mornath eventually shows back up. I don't know. Yeah.
So Mornath's recap would be, so I needed some alone time, some me time to really get in touch with that inner fire. And these guys are a drag sometimes. So I just got lost and wandered around and just really thought for a while, about all the bad choices I've made. And then I came to the realization, no, they were great choices. And I came back.
There we go.
Maybe an extra shroom along the way.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, we pick up in Barbar's castle. What's the plan?
I think we're gonna go get our payday, probably.
Yeah.
I think Good Boy would have been making bombs every day until we left the castle. So
like all good boys do.
Just making bombs.
Making bombs, as a good boy does. Yeah. So yeah, we'll call it 2 days. Plenty of rest, plenty of time for Good Boy to make some explosives. Nice. And then you all head on over to the tower. Let's see, that's in number 6, isn't it? The Rock. Let's double check. Yep, the tower. Tower of the Circle. You head on up. It's got them same fancy grounds around it, just this big spiral tower. Head up to the door. Some kind of apprentice mage greets you like, greetings.
Is it not to pizza?
It's not to pizza this time.
What?
Someone else.
Go back and bring to pizza.
Oh, if you insist, I'll return momentarily. And then yeah, sure. A handful of minutes later, to pizza comes over. Looks like you just woke up. Robes are on backwards. Hat's crooked. You all made it back. Vendelian will be thrilled about this. I'll take you to the portal. Follow me.
Perfect.
Bark, bark.
Thanks to pizza. Hey, this is Good Boy. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's new.
He's a good boy.
Bark, bark.
He's okay. Fantastic. Pleasure to meet you, Good Boy.
Bark, bark.
Okay. Yeah, he takes you to the portal. All of a sudden, you're in a nice little bungalow-looking thing. Windows looking out at a sandy beach, warm weather. You see Fendelium sitting next to one of the windows in a chair, smoking a pipe, reading a book. You've all returned. This is fantastic news. I imagine you have my information.
Yeah, we do. We left your orb next to a pool that has these giant tentacles coming out of a green pool. We figured you'd like to see something because we already killed the Lady Aberrant.
Okay. You
She's
killed her.
dead. Oh yeah, we killed her dead.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, I
We
paid you.
did?
Didn't you? I don't know. I'm going off your word here.
That
Bark,
fireball
bark.
necklace is amazing.
Yeah, we need
Fire.
more of those.
Mark.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what. I offered to find out where they were located. Yeah, I keep getting distracted by Too Old's comment. The circle. Too Old made a joke at work today that was borderline flirting with sexual harassment. So it was, an enjoyable joke. But anyway, I paid you to go down and
Is there a bonus for making her dead?
yes, there is.
Oh, and we can totally tell you where it was. There's even an easy way to get in.
Oh, that's fantastic. So
In case you won't go deal with green tentacles stuff.
I would rather not. I'm hoping. Did you kill all of her followers as well?
Oh yeah, like everything
Wow.
in that place is
Wow.
dead except for the tentacles. I
Well,
mean,
Yeah, like we didn't
Hopefully-
really feel like swimming in green ooze, just kind of a thing.
Green ooze is usually bad to submerge yourself in. Hopefully, it'll just starve to death. If not, I guess my orb's in there and I can check on it from time to time. But yeah, I was going to pay you to find her location, to find out what she was doing. Initially, I was going to give you 10,000 gold. But
we did have a chimera. It was pretty neat.
that's very cool. Since you did kill her, I'll tell you what. Why don't we just kick it up to 20,000?
Oh.
I did offer you a small fortune, so I feel this is very fair. And I'll tell you what. I'll even throw in 2 more of those fireball necklaces you're so fond of.
Oh my goodness.
The good boy will bark, but his voice will crack in the front. Bark, 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 bark.
Ooh.
Yeah, he'll throw in 2 necklace of fireball, 1.
Nice.
So this is fantastic news. What else did you learn?
Well, so that's good news, but there's a lot of bad news to come with it, unfortunately.
Not a
Did
fan.
we already tell them that we're riding on a giant spacecraft that's going through the ether?
Yes,
yeah.
you did tell me that, and I think you're all full of shit. But,
Well, if we weren't full of shit, where would it be going?
I have not the slightest. I mean, you could go find out, but I'm certainly not going to pay you to go find out.
Oh, we're all on the spaceship, so we're all finding out together.
Okay, that's one way to look at it. What all kind of things were you exposed to down there? Clearly, it's some kind of mass hallucinogen or something along those
Not
lines.
the green ooze.
At one point, we did ingest some mushrooms. Like there's mushroom people, and
Yeah, we did.
Bark, bark.
somebody may have indulged a little more heavily than others.
Okay, that explains a lot. That does. Well, thank you. Anyway, you were about to share bad news.
Well,
Which bad news do you want first?
Yeah, I mean, let's start at
The worst or the less worse?
let's start at the less worse and give ourselves something to work up to.
I think the 7 coins is the less worse, maybe?
yeah.
Then the
We know
secret
that there's-
army?
Yeah, there's
Then the
loyalists
King.
within them.
Wait, the 7 coins. Okay, they're a merchant group, so I'm not surprised they're shady. That's okay. Then an army.
Well, so it's not just that they're shady, but remember that old kingdom, the one that Lady Aberrant was like still loyal to?
Yes.
I guess the king's not dead, and he's like looking for his sword, and you
Oh.
know,
Now we're getting out of order, but yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I've not.
So the king's alive. Well, that's I'm not horribly surprised by that. No one at the the resolution of the invasion when they stormed the castle, the king was never found. So okay, I guess that's not a huge surprise. probably not great news. He wasn't always the best. I did serve for him a long time, but my role was, advisor and trying to temper some more of the dangerous ideas, something not so dangerous. Okay. And so he's trying to find a sword. Okay. He had a magical sword, so that makes sense.
Apparently that'll make a difference of him being able to interact directly, which kind of like gave this weird idea that like he's still engaging, but he's kind of not all here.
That makes sense. So the king was ancient, and I mean ancient by, like thousands of years old.
That seems abnormal.
Yes, quite abnormal, and not through reputable means, dabbling in quite a bit of dark arts to get there. He did have his magical steed and his magical sword, and that's where, when he needed to take action, they gave him vitality enough to act. So it makes sense. So if he's just looking for the sword, he has his horse. Okay, so I mean, I suppose if you can get the sword and keep it away from him, that's, he'll never be back up to full strength. Now, what about this army?
Oh,
Some whispering. What was that thing called? The whispering.
The Whispering Way?
Bark.
Bark.
I've heard of them before. They've always been a bit of a nuisance here and there in the kingdom. Group of necromancers they were. Had a real thing for raising the dead. But, they were never a major threat. Never large numbers or in force. Searching for a little ritual that would grant them something called lichdom, ability to remain immortal in an undead body and retain one's faculties and abilities.
Well, it seems like they're trying to raise some sort of army, so maybe they got some of that figured out.
Well, that's not great. I mean, probably an army of undead. It's something that you wanting to follow up on. I mean, your first look would be hunting down any instances of abnormal undead activity or any instances of, grave robbing or anything like that.
Hmm.
And the other one is, they've got like agents in the seven coins.
That's, like I said, not surprising. There was quite a few that were loyal to the king. They received very favorable treatments by the old king as long as they were improving the financial standing of the kingdom. So it's not a surprise. The most prominent of his followers was a dwarf by the name of Thanar of Merrybringer. He's still around. Runs the largest bank here in town. So, I mean, if anyone was going to be involved in that, well, the map just did a thing. But oh well.
It's even by our castle.
Yeah. It cued in on the only icon. So if anyone was going to be involved with that, that might be a place for you to start.
I don't know how we would take action against someone there just yet.
I will do what I can in research and see what I can come up with.
Like, technically, they employ us, I think.
They do. The 7 coins do work closely with the Temple of the First Vault, and also the provisional government.
Good Boy's gonna like thrash around, and you're gonna see he's thrashing around in a bag, just like this like collar filled with bombs. Like when you ask how to deal with him.
That is a lot of explosives. I hope you're properly trained to handle those.
Oh yeah.
Bark, bark.
That's less than encouraging. But anyway, I mean, yeah, I mean, the 7 coins are also the ones that employ the glorious hammers as guards around town. And they're also one of the largest, they do a lot of business with the Vorabar. So, I mean, they've got their fingers in everything.
So, just out of curiosity, what are the requirements to join the 7 coin?
Be a merchant, bring in a significant amount of money.
I think if we found some way to join them, that way we had leverage on them, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, that was the thought. Because then if we could join him, then maybe we could plant something that would make it easier for him to do the whole scrying business.
It's a fair possibility, and you do have plenty of coin now.
Yeah, we're landed. We have lots of coin.
Yeah. So, I have more research that I'm going to do into this. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of footwork, which I'll trust all of you to handle if you wish to pursue this. If not, I'll see about hiring other groups to look into this. My next steps are going to be to see if I can do anything about figuring out the location of the sword. It is a magical artifact of some potency, so I mean, hopefully it'll be, you know, something I can find and locate and we can deal with.
Well, that sounds in the mutually beneficial category.
Yes.
I can't deny I've got some interest in maybe finding the sword first, but that's just me.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure where to start there. I mean, we know it exists and we know he's looking for it, so if there were to be groups that would know the location of a very magical artifact that aren't in the tower, and very clearly I have no idea where it is, there's a faction in the Vorabar. So the Vorabar, I don't know how much you know about it. Outside of their central leadership, they're very secretive, and it's taken me a while to get this information. But essentially, they operate out of kind of like 3 separate branches. They refer to the branches as the Muck Runners, the Silver Pound, and the Noble Branch. I'm not entirely sure what the 3 branches do, but I have definitely, from what I've picked up, the Muck Runners are more, you know, the people on the streets. They may be the easiest to find. They do operate semi-autonomously between the different factions, so maybe that's a direction you can try and experiment with. So, is there, do you have any other questions? Anything else I need to know?
I think that's all the important stuff.
Okay. Well, I would like to get busy seeing if I can come up with something about the sword. So, if I discover anything, I'll send to Pizza to fill you in. And if you discover anything, I would hope that you would also clue me in as well. If you ever... Yes?
Hypothetically, if we were on the back of a spaceship and the spaceship came to a sudden halt, like it hit something really large, will we all just slide off of it into space? Or...
I mean, I think so. If we were on a giant spaceship, which I'm not saying we are, and if we were all hurtling through the void of space, I know, like any ship, if it runs into a snag or into rocks and stops suddenly, everyone goes flying. So, I mean, theoretically, yes.
What were those credit things called, Chuck? The coin?
They were called credits.
Okay. Do I have any? Who has them all?
We have a few hundred at this point.
Yeah.
I've been managing the party inventory, so if we want to just say I have them,
Okay.
Show them some of the credits. And say, do you have any more of these?
I think I might have a few of them. I can see if I can have the pizza dig it out of my storage. I don't think I have many.
they like to take these like money down there.
Yeah. The people
And
that
they're
say
worth a lot
spaceship-
more than gold.
Really?
To them. I mean, they probably don't mean anything to you. So if you wanted to just give us what you have, I mean,
They do me no good here. So if the pizza can find them, they're yours. But I really don't think I have many. So, yeah, they're yours if I can find them.
Nice.
All right.
Anyway, if there's nothing else, I've got work to do, and I'm sure you all have as well.
Oh, if you come up with any baked goods in between, send those with to pizza too.
I can do that. If you want to use me as your personal baker, I might have to start charging, but I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
well, if they're magically delicious, it might be worth it.
It very well could be. I mean, I'll see what I can come up with.
Bark, what do you eat?
Bark, bark.
Okay.
All right, then.
Solid answer.
I guess one last question. How much for the robot dog?
Oh, he's priceless.
I think he's his own person. So,
Also,
if you're asking to, use him as an indentured slave, I think you'd have to, negotiate something with Bark himself. It's not like we own him or anything.
Okay, so Bark, you're fully self-aware and capable
Bark,
of
bark.
free thought and emotion.
Bark,
Quick
bark.
question: does Bark actually have the expressions that Jeff is so kindly throwing in there?
Yeah.
Yes?
I
Okay.
think so. I mean, like it's not. They're not perfect. Like they're kind of slow and robotic, obviously. But
Yeah.
he's trying.
Wait, I mean, Bark, if you ever feel like submitting yourself to a battery of tests so I could learn more about you, I'd be...
Bark.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, I'm willing to pay.
Bark, bark.
I can't promise it'll be painless, but, I mean,
Nah, bark, 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 bark.
Oh. Very well. If you ever hard up for cash, you know where to find me.
Bark, bark.
Very well.
Has a heckin' mug there, Chuck.
Oh, man. That's
And
amazing.
disappointingly, it's just full of tea.
Oh,
I've got my beer over here.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you all take your leave. You're escorted back out. Back in the city. What all do you want to do? You got a crap load of money. You got some leads.
Yeah, we'd have 4,000 gold each.
Yeah, if you split that 20 grand. Did you include Jake?
Yep.
Cool.
By 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is I don't even know what to do with that much money.
Who knows? He promised he was going to give you a small fortune, so he delivered.
He delivered.
How much was it, Dan?
4,000 each.
I could buy another chair at the inn.
yeah.
Probably
You could
a few
probably buy.
chairs.
You could probably buy the inn.
Oh, I tried that the
Yeah.
last time, and she wasn't into it.
Well, you didn't have 4,000 gold last time.
Or with that price, you can just go start your own inn with blackjack.
But that would require work.
Yeah,
I could hire people to run the inn, I guess.
you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we poke around the any sort of magic dealers or whatever in the town?
Yeah,
See
you,
what's in stock.
yeah, in the old district,
Let's go destroy the economy, fellas.
Yeah.
there's an apothecary, an armorer, weaponsmith, magic shop. Yeah, so if you want to head over to the magic shop, it's called the Groove Shack, ran by an elf by the name of Armin. Yeah, as you make it over, like, greetings, patrons. What may I assist you with today?
Show us the good stuff. And I just drop the bag of gold on the table.
Oh my! Oh wow! That is a hefty purse. Very well, sir.
Can we just turn the sign over to closed? We might be with you for a bit.
Sure, not a problem. Let's see here. What are you looking for? I mean, I've got an array of potions, weapons, other magical artifacts, trinkets.
Bark.
I think he means all of it.
Well,
I
fair
want to
enough.
stab people at a distance. Really good. Better than this bow does.
Okay, let me see what we've got.
It's
Stabbing at a distance. He's got a little catalog he's kind of going through his inventory. Let's filter by weapons.
Ooh, I know what I want to mess about.
Okay. So I don't have a whole lot as far as ranged. Are you skilled in the crossbow?
Is that a separate skill?
I'm not sure. I would imagine you'd have it.
I may not. Oh,
It's not. They don't separate into specific weapons. It's all categories: martial, advanced, etc.
Okay.
I do have. Well, anyway, go ahead.
Let's see. I do have it's a spirit sight crossbow. It's got a +1 rune of striking on it. What is this feature? It has the ability called Ghost Touch, which means that as well as regular physical meat beings like you and I, it can also harm creatures without physical form, such as ghosts and specters. Also, when you peer through the sights, and he'll go and grab it and hand it to you, this really kind of spooky looking silvered crossbow. We look through the sights, and when you look through, he explains it that you can actually view into the ethereal plane.
I do not believe I can use crossbows.
No, it's a
My
simple
elven.
weapon.
Okay,
It's a
it
simple
is a
weapon.
simple weapon.
Okay.
Ghost touch crossbow. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, simple weapon. So,
It's simple. Yeah.
Okay.
so yeah, I've got that spirit sight crossbow. A little bit cheaper. I've got an alchemical crossbow. This allows you to deliver alchemically infused bolts.
Bark.
You will need to have someone who can produce alchemical bombs for you. What else do I have that you might like?
Apparently not bark.
Very selfish dog.
I do
Doesn't
have.
like
This
play-
isn't
sharing
so
his
much a magical, but it's something I was planning on enchanting later. A repeating crossbow. Load 5 rounds into it, and then you can shoot those 5 rounds. Yeah, you can shoot those 5 rounds before you have to reload again. It is a little more difficult to
It's
reload.
advanced. That's an advanced weapon too, by the way.
Oh,
Is it an advanced elf weapon? Apparently, I can use advanced elf weapons.
I don't think it is.
I don't think that they're typically associated with elves.
So anyway,
Just
yeah.
imagine like Rambo elves with like Gatling
So-
crossbows.
All right, I'll think on those, Chuck. If you want to move on to some of the other players.
Okay. Who else is looking for what?
Suppose I'd be curious if you have any sort of like breastplates or anything, or
Yeah.
can you put a striking rune on an existing weapon?
Yes, that's something I can do. Yeah. That what are
Definitely be
you?
interested in that.
I can work with 3 different striking runes. The price goes up significantly.
I'm pretty sure I can't afford major. I was looking that up.
I can. I can give you a regular striking rune for 65. Double the weapon dice. I can do also a greater for 1,000, a little over 1,000. It would triple your damage.
I think that's totally worth 1,000.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to pay him $1,000,
It's like a little over 1,000, yeah, but
1,065. We can add. What weapon are you putting this on?
I mean, if it triples the damage, it's hard not to put it on the Tater Smasher.
All right. What is that? The base of that.
2d10.
And that's
So turn it into a 6d10 weapon, which is like that might be too much. I might need to feel guilty over that.
Listen, if you've got the money, I don't give a shit. You earned it. And that's your retribution axe, right?
Tater Smasher should be the 4th one down.
The black axe? No, the boarding axe. Oh, you're looking at your character sheet.
Yeah, sorry, it may show up differently on.
I was just looking at the gear. Tater Smasher. What the heck is this? It's a club? Okay. I'll put a greater striking rune on it. There you go.
You
Are
know,
there other runes, by the way?
the major one is like 31,000.
No, I meant like, are there more of what you're getting? Because that's what I probably.
Oh yeah.
You want some runes? Let me see what I can come up with.
Yeah, getting a rune on your gun would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean striking. If there's more striking, 100%, that would be.
Well, striking rune is just an incantation, like enchantment he puts on it. So yeah, you could put that on anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you could put that on a bow?
Yes, he could.
So, I mean, 1,000 gold isn't, small, but let's say, we're here to try and do what we can, and let's say, is there any chance for like, what would you call it, like a group discount? Because like, we're not talking regular striking runes, we're talking greater striking runes, and I'm glad to pay full price for mine, but for my friends, I mean, I gotta trust them to have my back, and I'd really love to help them out a little bit.
Sure. I'll tell you what. If you're all putting in a good amount of money, depending on what the total cost is, I can give a discount, 10%.
Man, that's mighty kind of you. That's real great.
So he can do striking runes, potency runes. I'm not actually sure how to search for just plain ass runes. So weapon potency gives +1, +2, or +3 to your hit. Striking runes increases the damage dice. Doesn't increase the size, just increases the number of dice you get. Let's see here.
How many runes can you have on a weapon?
Let's see. I just saw that rune.
Oh my, yeah, because the potency will give you the bonus to attack, and the striking gives you the bonus to. Yeah, the weapon potency rune's pretty nice too. So is armor potency. So much stuff to spend money on.
I know.
Yep.
I'm kind of just perusing through the list of items myself right now to see what might be.
So you need to buy potency runes. So a +1 potency can carry an additional rune. +2 can have 2, 3 can have 3. So actually, Jeremy, if you wanted that level 2 striking rune,
I would need to buy the what? Then that's like 935.
Yeah,
I think.
Weapon potency 2. So you're looking
Gotcha.
at right around $2,000 for. But that's now a +2 Tater Smasher with a striking rune on it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's like the one thing I use that's worth it.
Yeah.
You're keeping the decaying arm still.
It's too good not to use.
So how much does he want for the spirit sight crossbow?
Let's take a look.
It's hard to argue.
Spirit sight crossbow, 450.
Wow, that's it? Because it has a striking rune on it, apparently.
Yeah, so it's cheaper to buy pre-configured weapons.
Okay.
So I don't know what the logic of that is, but that's, I mean, in a striking rune on its own, just a regular old striking rune is 65 gold.
Okay. And so what is the what is the striking rune that he's offering to put on weapons?
So he can give your weapons a +1, +2, or +3 to attack. And then he can also give you, and those are the potency runes. And then the striking runes you can buy in addition to that, which gives you a regular striking rune gives you 2 of your damage die for that weapon. The next step up gives you 3. Am I correct in that, Jeremy? And then the final step is 4. Let me double check, make sure I'm not wrong. Yeah. So you put yeah.
And how much does it cost for the highest striking?
31,000.
31,000. Okay.
Both for the potency, and so you need like 60,000 or so to get that.
Well, the spirit size crossbow has both weapon potency of +1 and striking on it already, so I think that's a sale. I'll buy that.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah,
450.
that's really good.
Yep.
So Jeff, what were you looking for again?
I want to do potency +2 so I can get 2 runes. Like if you get potency +2, if I understand it correctly, you can get 2 runes.
Yep.
So that would be striking, and then I'm trying to figure out what the second one would be. And that's putting me at 2935, and I have like 1100-ish left.
Yeah, I dropped in the chat the link that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I think we're on the same.
Yeah, we can look at accessory
Yeah, we're on the same
runes.
page.
Dan, what are you looking for?
Since I'm not planning on hitting people probably ever with anything,
Okay.
I think I'd be either interested in maybe armor, amulets, or rings, or something that might augment magic. I don't know items in Pathfinder that well, to be
That's
honest.
fine. So if we start off at the top of your price range, how much money you got, Dan?
I've got 4,200.
So 4 grand, you can get the prisoner's staff. That's right at 4 grand. If you want to look up what that does.
Yeah. And I'm not sure I'm necessarily going to replace the staff I
That's
have,
fine.
but let me take a look what that do.
You could also get a crystal ball. There is the Pact Maker's Grace for 4 grand. +3 to mercantile lore checks. A sealing chest. Here. Ooh, you can get a demi-lich eye for 3 grand.
What does that do?
Once per day, you can cast the 8th level spell that's bonded to it.
Oh, jeez. I don't think I could use that yet. I don't have 8th level spells.
Yeah.
Um,
There's Elven Chainmail. I don't think you could probably wear Chainmail, though.
I do have access to light armor.
Chainmail is medium armor?
I can wear chain shirts, I think.
Okay. Let's see. He can get you a bright burn necklace. Oh, that just protects you from a specific disease. That's no fun. Ooh, Wand of Teeming Ghosts.
Let's see here.
gosh. There's holy runes.
Nice.
In unholy.
All right, I got what
And
you want,
unholy.
Dan.
Oh yeah.
$2,000. Ring of Wizardry Type 3.
That sounds pretty straightforward.
+2 to Arcana checks, 2 additional 3rd level spells, 1 additional 2nd level spell slots a day.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find that in the inventory.
Search for Ring of Wizardry.
That's the type 3.
That's the Type 3, $2,000.
That's not bad at all.
Type
Is
4.
there
What's that?
is there a limit to like rings and amulets? I assume it's like 2 rings and an amulet.
There's rules on pairing up with magical items and weapons. I certainly haven't read them, so I'm just going with what logically makes sense.
Okay. Because we've got the ring of protection already.
Yeah. So just
think.
put the ring on the other hand and you're good to go.
All right. I'm definitely interested in that.
Cool.
And I think I was looking at possibly the invisible chain shirt.
Okay. You can
If
wear
that's,
it.
if that's possible.
Sure.
It's +2 resilient invisibility. Chain shirt itself is invisible. And I can also use it to become partially invisible.
Now that's 27.
Is it
2750. And
Yeah,
the
that-
wizard ring is 2000.
2800? Yeah. So
So-
it depends on if we get the discount or not. and
I'll
how much it
say
is.
Jeremy spent a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of money. Bert's spending some money. Yeah, take a 10% discount. So I'm not doing math.
I might just have enough then.
Would he have an impactful rune?
Sure.
Okay. It's just level 1,000.
How about an Elven Chain standard grade?
Yeah.
2,500.
Yeah. He's got that.
Okay.
Elven chain, standard grade, 2,500.
Buy that.
Very
10%
cool.
discount.
Yep, 10%. Just means I get to throw bigger monsters. Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I really like Pathfinder combat.
all right. I got a choice I have to make. Galactic
Which of us do you
Cowboy
go
or
with?
White Russian?
Let's do Electric Cowboy because I think the White Russian is.
I like the White Russian.
I don't
You
mind
would.
them, but it's not as good.
It's
as the Electric
grown on
Cowboy.
me since I saw that written on. I don't know if y'all can see it. It says, "This is what happens, Larry."
Oh, nice.
So it gets my like just for the Big Lebowski reference.
That is fair.
Okay. How much money did y'all spend?
I am trying to find that out real quick.
A lot.
Yeah, yeah.
$2,950 before the discount.
Huh?
Actually, I think that hurt my armor class. What the heck?
What armor did you have on before?
Leather.
I wonder if chain
There are dex caps on armor.
dex cap
Oh, is that what it
for
is?
Elven Chain is 3. Regular old leather armor to have a much higher dex cap. It's
Yeah, I have
dex
leather
cap.
armor.
Its dex cap is 4, so that
4.
shouldn't have.
Right. I don't think it changed my AC. I think I'm at 23 with Ring of Protection as well and
Okay.
a few other things. I think, yeah, but I like the fact that I got chained now. And it's Elven.
Nice.
And someone spot me 50 gold.
Oh, and it reduced my encumbrance. That's
I
that's
got
a
you.
cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does he have any special kinds of leather armor or any like fancy trinkets or anything like that? I
Yeah,
got
if
a
you
little
want
cash left
leather.
over.
And leather. Let's check out what he's got for leather armor. Oh, that's 14 grand. Let's see. He's got a
Well, that's not my price range right now.
yeah. Arab cuirass. +1 deathless silent leather armor, stitched to resemble some fancy scarab beetle. Kind of chitness. You gain a resistance 5 to negative damage. And you can activate it to cast level 1 pest form. And you can become a scarab beetle.
Oh, nice.
Skitter, skitter.
Skitter, skitter. Let's see. He's also got the Spangled Rider suit, +1 resilient studded leather armor, +2 item bonus to command animal that you're riding. Yeah, that's really it for leather. If you're looking for trinkets, he's got a lot in the way of trinkets.
All right. I just need 40 gold, it turns out. So
Okay.
40. I get 10 back. Okay.
Let's see. For trinkets, it's got that Packmaker's Grace, +3 to mercantile lore tests, +2 to saving throws while in an urban setting. Let's see, he's got crystal ball, sealing chest. What else does he have that you may like? It's got a bull hook.
Oh, I see what's going on. It's not adding my ring of protection anymore.
Oh,
is it worn in your inventory, or
I've got the shirt checked, if that's what you mean.
the ring? I think needs to be checked also.
I'm sorry, the ring needs to be what?
it is.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. If I take my ring of protection off, it doesn't seem to do anything either. So
Yeah, if
I
you look
believe
at
the ring of protection was custom made because I don't think there's rings of protection in Pathfinder or Second
Oh,
Edition.
yeah.
So I think we had to enter them in like
Hmm.
as a special modifier.
Oh yeah, under the modifiers, I have +1 ring of protection.
okay.
You
So
might
if it's
check-
grayed out, does it mean it's adding it or not? Like
Uh,
everything else is in white, but then my ring of protection and my trap finder ability are both grayed out.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take up time.
That's all right. We'll have to play with that later. But for now, just remember you got a 24. Jeff, what else were we looking at? They've got a whole bunch of runes, holy prayer beads, spectacles of understanding.
Do they have a corrosive rune?
Let's take a look.
Because I still have one more slot left for my runes in my gun, which you can add, by the way, directly on here. It's pretty awesome
Nice.
in the Pathfinder.
It shows that it should. Let's take a look.
It's not too expensive. It's cheaper than the others. Only
Oh, yeah.
500 gold.
Yeah, he's got the corrosive rune. Yeah, he can put that on for you. Cool.
Little did everyone know, this was just a shopping stream.
There we go. Hey, lots of cool shit though.
I'm just going to test a roll here to make sure.
Something
this
you
is-
might try, Bert, is take your armor off, remove the modifier, and re-add the modifier for the ring of protection, and then put your armor back on.
Okay.
Because I just did something like that, and with my armor on, I couldn't put the ring of protection in.
A lot of damage.
Actually, if I
Force
remove
damage,
the armor,
acid, piercing.
my AC doesn't change. But the ring of protection shows up. Interesting.
I wonder if maybe
Oh.
you're at the limit.
Yeah, it could be at the limit.
Well, I don't know. Mine was working, and now it's not. So
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, we can.
maybe
Doesn't
change
matter.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe change it from an item type to something else.
I don't have the ability to change the ring at all.
You,
Oh, wait,
you
I can
just
edit it. Okay,
just
cool.
Yeah, you can just remove it and add it again.
Okay. Anyway, would
Put
you
it put it as untyped.
your
Oh.
patronage? Yep.
Bert, did you know that your nimble dodge AC
Uh-huh.
bonus is circumstantial? It's actually
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
grayed
it's like
out.
a-
It's not affecting my armor class right now.
okay. No, I meant it like it's triggered by an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't
I
sure
saw
if
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have one of the protectors anymore, so I don't know. Let me see what I did on Puck sheet.
Okay. Anyway, your patronage is very, very welcomed. I thank you all very much for spending so much today. It's very kind of you. I'll tell you what, your next visit, I'll go ahead and extend that 10% discount. You're muted,
Hopefully
Jeremy.
we'll be this rich again.
Don't worry, we keep digging ourselves into such big trouble. We'll keep it up.
Okay, so you all spent a lot of money. What do you want to do next?
Whew.
What do we want to do next?
That's a good question.
Blow something up. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Bark, bark. He's thrashing around with the bombs in his mouth, and he's got his giant new fancy cannon on the back, ready to go.
Very cool.
So, I mean, we probably shouldn't just walk into the Merchant's Guild and blow things up. But like, hey, like let's kill two birds, one stone. Like, we go to a pub, you know, we get some well-deserved drink. Maybe we ask around about any weird undead stuff, because he did mention like, hey, keep an ear to the ground for weird undead. Maybe that'll lead us to the whispering blob. God bless it.
Whispering Way.
The whispering way. Yeah. And then we blow them up.
That does seem fair. They're the one thing that we can easily blow up out of the three.
Exactly, right? Like, we like bars, we like gathering information, we like blowing things up.
Okay. Are you heading back to the bar, your guys' bar, or are you heading to just a random bar?
Probably our bar.
Okay. Yes. Not a problem. You all know the way to the Golden Trough.
We should probably someday open up Barbar's Bar and Tavern, though.
Put an extension on the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make
Maybe the next.
Barbar's Castle a strip mall.
Yes.
I think that's basically what's going to boil down to. Just like, okay, we're going to add the little Sunday school here. We're going to add the bar here.
We're going to make our own town outside of your town. It's going to be better.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I figured it out for you, Bert. So you can't have two bonuses from different types. So like you had a +2 from an item, and you can't take a +1 from the same, like from another item. So you can't have like two separate item bonuses. So I changed the Ring of Protection to an untyped, bonus.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's in there. I dropped it.
Oh, I see you did it. Okay, cool.
Nobody listened.
We got there.
I didn't see anywhere where
messing
I
around
could
with my
modify
gun.
it to untyped. I didn't.
At the
to
very
see
bottom of that window, there's like a drop-down menu when you want to add a new one. One of the
okay.
options is untyped.
Gotcha.
You all make it over to the Bold Trough. Rachel greets you all warmly. Come in. We got a fresh thing of jalapeno poppers. She goes and she fills up Mornath's mug
And I take my chair.
and your chair
Yes.
to have some drinks. What brings you here today? Just letting off some steam?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
We sadly
Boy
have.
will literally let off a tiny bit of steam from his body when she says that.
That's
Then look
adorable.
bashful.
very.
Bark,
You're a good boy.
bark.
Odd, but good. Does your dog need anything?
Bark. Then thrashes around with the bomb some more.
Those are bombs. Okay. I'm gonna go over here while I get you your jalapeno poppers.
So how's business been?
It's been going good. We had a little bit of a snafu. We had to, after your last visit, we had to discontinue the lawn dart tournaments. There's injuries, plenty of injuries, so we had to discontinue that. But other than that, things are going good. I've hired some new staff. We'll have beakers, cut available to them here shortly. But business is good. Very good. Is there anything I can get for you all, or You want me to go grab your food and drinks?
I mean, food and drinks is a good start. Might have some questions to see if anybody's talked about anything of late.
Sure.
Yeah. A little interested in the rumor mill.
Sure. So yeah, if you all want to spend some time digging up rumors, sure. You asking around, talking to people here. You find 4 people with rumors, and you're asking, are you being very direct with the like any words of like weird undead cemetery stuff? Or you seeing what comes out?
I want to go find some gambling games and just lose some money and talk to people.
Sure thing. You lose some gambling games. Go ahead. What skill were we rolling last time for your gambling?
Oh no, I literally want to lose so people will talk more.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll lose 100 gold.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You keeping them chatting,
Yeah.
throwing bad hands out.
I
Yeah.
lost again.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You learn 2 things tied to what you're looking for. One, there's a cemetery out. What is that? Out in the East Bank, the northern East Bank. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's wrong. It's actually in the. What is this? My little note's right in the damn way. Westway. Northern Westway. Kind of out of the way in town. Yeah, they got a cemetery up there that they've closed off because people keep getting attacked. Like vagrants or something like that have moved in and no one's done anything about it. You've also heard rumors in the Silk Bowl that, yeah, they've had a couple zombies just wandering around the streets at night. So the rest of you, while you're kind of wandering around, one thing you all notice is there's a guy sitting alone at a table, looks super sad, worn out, maybe he cries a little bit here and there. People are kind of avoiding him. He's just a bad vibe for the bar. But the other thing that you dig up is that out in the East Bank, this was maybe 3 or 4 days ago, there was a little girl that reported to the guards that there was a monster hiding under the slide at her neighborhood park, and then she went missing.
Oh.
So those are the 4 bits of information that you're able to gather through your chit chat, losing bets. The 4th
Check,
thing.
is there a regular dart board in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Good boy is gonna be over there, and he's gonna be conjuring darts out of airs and just fire them out of his gun at the dart board over and over again.
You'll have a
Bark, bark.
crowd around you because, most people haven't seen a robot dog, let alone a robot dog with a giant gun attached to its back, summoning darts and shooting them at a dartboard. In fact, people are taking it as like a performance trick, and they're leaving some coin by the dartboard as like entertainment. So go ahead and take like 6 gold.
Bark,
Amazing.
Bark, bark. I will take 6 gold.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. So you dig around. The only thing that other thing that stands out is that dude who looks super sad, sitting at a table, drowning his sorrows.
I'm a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'll waddle over after I get my coins, and I'll sit next to him, and I'll just put like puppy dog robot eyes as I rest my
I'll
head.
go actually talk to him too.
Okay. He's very taken back by Good Boy at first. But then after he realizes exactly what you are, he reaches down, gives you what he thinks is appropriate pets and scratches for a robot dog. As then Sherbert approaches.
Got him warmed up for us.
You don't want to sit by me and buddy down at Good Boy, like you don't want to hang out with me too much. I got bad luck on me.
Oh,
Bark,
perfect.
bark.
That's specialized in bad luck.
You don't want to. I just got to get some coins so I can get out of here.
What's going on?
Yeah, you're not gonna believe it if I tell you, so I might as well tell you because you're not gonna believe me anyway. Came across a ring, a magical ring. And someone told me it must be a ring you can make wishes on. God damn it, it was. I regret everything.
That's pretty neat. Do you still have that ring?
Yeah, I got it hidden. I got its gold ring. It's had 3 little diamonds. All 3 of them are glowing.
If there's value, magic identification is a thing that I do. But
listen, I've figured out what it does the hard way. If you want it, I'll sell it to you for 400. I gotta get some coins so my wife and I can get out of town. Things brought me nothing but trouble.
What did you wish for?
Well, first thing I wished for was a bigger house for my wife and I. And then when my house grew and destroyed all the houses of my neighbors, I was on the hook for getting their, destroyed property, legal fees. It was the worst. So then I did the smart thing and I wished for enough money to pay for all this crap. My favorite uncle died, left me an inheritance just big enough to cover.
Yeah, they usually get your wishes and not the way you expect most times.
So I need to get some money so I can get out of town. Forget this ever happened. You want to buy it off me? It's all yours.
I don't know how often you can use Ring of Wishes. Like, would I know enough to say, like, if he's basically used still up or something?
Well, he mentioned it. He said it had 3 diamonds, and each time I made a wish, those diamonds were glowing. One of them stopped glowing.
Okay.
And now there's 1 diamond left glowing on it. I think it's got 1 shot left. And I can't. I won't.
It's a good decision. I don't know that I don't have 400 gold. Unfortunately.
I just need someone to buy it. No one else believes me, and they won't even look at it.
I mean, unfortunately, you've probably taken most of the value out of it by using it already too, but
I don't know what to do.
I can check and see if anybody else, any of the other guys here would be interested, but
If I get, listen, I lost my job because of all the trouble I got into with my house growing real big. Worst thing is, it grew and I couldn't even use it because everything inside of it was big.
oh yeah, that sucks. Just everything got bigger.
Everything got bigger.
It's like an attraction now.
Well,
You considered selling tickets to come see the giant house?
I didn't. I lost it. All the trouble. Lost everything. Living out on the streets now with my wife. But I gotta get some gold and get out of town where people won't know me as the guy who destroyed all his neighbors' houses and lost his job.
Well, like in the short term, we've got a castle with a little bit of shelter. We could probably help you out a little bit there, but
Good, that get us out of the street.
nobody's. I don't know about money, but
Well, if I can take you up on shelter, I'll do it.
yeah, we can get you in touch with Vorabar over there and see how he feels about it.
So yeah, if you want to offer him shelter, he'll gladly take it.
Yeah, that's a given.
You all got a safe spot and I can stash this ring till I can get rid of it?
Yeah.
I can go get it and meet you at your castle. Unless one of you want to buy it, and I'll just tell you where it is. 400 gold.
I don't know. More down. Vorabar.
Good
How
boy.
much?
400.
But did you use up all the wishes though?
There's one left.
One wish left, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anybody else want to jump on it?
I mean, I can't. So I'm broke.
I can think of all sorts of really stupid wishes Barbar would make with it, but it's probably better in your hands.
That's bad. That's
It's more
really
appropriate
bad.
in your hands.
I know.
It's more
that there's
entertaining,
a part of
maybe.
there's
Yes.
a part of me that thinks that there will be entertainment from. having
I tell you
more
what. I tell you
habits.
what. I'll give you 200 now. You tell me where it is. If I actually get it, I'll give you the other 200.
I'll take you there.
Because it might not be there now, right?
I'll take you there.
You'll take me there. Well, if you take me there, I'll give you 400 for it. Sure.
Oh, let's go. No need to wait around.
Well, I've got this bowl of jalapeno poppers.
All right. When you're finished, I'll take you there. Okay. He goes back to drinking. You'll finish your jalapeno poppers and your beer. The evening kind of winds down. When you're all ready to go, he offers to take you there.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm sure nothing will go.
I mean,
wrong.
technically, this is an endless bowl of jalapeno peppers, but I'm pretty full. So
Like, I don't mean to be suspicious, but does this guy give off any weird vibes at all?
I mean, you're not going to lead us into some back alley where your friends are going to mug us, are you? Because honestly, what's going to end up happening is we're going to kill your friends and take all their stuff.
No.
Just so you know.
No, nothing. Listen, I ain't got anything left, let alone enough gall to try and mug a group of people who looked as heavily armed as all of you. And your robot dog, he's nice. I like him.
He's a
Yeah,
good
he's
boy.
pretty good.
If you want to give me like a, oh my gosh, what are the rules?
There's not really an insight. There's
Hey, you just give me a perception, maybe. I'd call that good.
okay.
It's wisdom based.
Perception. There you are.
He seems on the up and up.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so he takes you all a couple of blocks over, down an old alley, behind a warehouse, and he takes you to the back of this warehouse, and he finds it. He looks for a while, and he finds this loose brick, and he slides it out, and wrapped in an old piece of dirty cloth, he shows you as this rather plain-looking golden ring with 3 diamonds set into it, and the center diamond is glowing just faintly.
I do cast detect magic on it. I mean, that could be just a mild trick or something.
It's magical, very powerful magic.
Okay.
Definitely
Here's
seems legit.
Just for
Here's your gold.
funsies, I can go ahead and give you the Arcana check to make sure there isn't anything sideways about it if you
If
want.
you want to, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not going to put it on, by the way. I'm going to take it in the cloth.
Okay. Yeah, it is legit a ring of 3 wishes, and 2 of them have been expended.
Okay. I will
Okay.
pocket that, give him the gold, and say, with the fellow with his bad luck as you've been having, you might get mugged with that 400 gold. So if you wanted to get your stuff and head over to the castle, I'd be willing to go along with you just to make sure you don't get mugged.
That's fantastic news. Let me go grab my wife. Blocked
Probably should
down
ask, like,
in a
where
cardboard
did you-
box.
Where
What?
did you get this ring in the first place?
I found it
Where? I
in the
mean, it was
gutter,
tip-
just laying there one day.
Was there a finger in it?
There was no finger in it. It was like it was meant. It was a rainy day. It was like it was meant for me to find it. It was kind of, early morning, so it was still dark out, and I just saw something glowing in the, water going down the gutter on the side of the street.
That's peculiar, but okay.
Listen, I grabbed it. I thought it was cool. One of my buddies said, "Hey, probably make wishes with that thing." I made my first wish for a bigger house.
But who's
Sadly,
your
it
buddy
worked.
that he would just look at that and say ring of wishes?
Well, guys get around drinking, the ring glowing real funny like. What else would they think it is? I put it on, it didn't do anything, it didn't turn invisible or any shit.
I mean, I don't typically look at a ring and say, this one probably lets me do more magic. Or this
I
one
mean,
lets me
we
do
debated
wishes.
over it for a few hours. It's not like
Okay,
he's just
alright,
like, oh. I mean, we tried out plenty of things. I ran into a wall thinking maybe it would make me so I could run through walls. We took a hike down to the river and I jumped in the river to see if I could either walk on the water or breathe underwater. I could not.
That was probably a tough challenge.
I believe this ring is made of plutonium.
Yeah. Or, you know, just GM wants to throw something wild in the mix to.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go get your wife, and you can stay at our place for just a little bit until you're ready to go wherever 400 gold takes you.
Take me quite a ways, yeah. I can get a handful of towns over. Get a new life set up.
Stay away from those wishes.
100%. If I see any weird magical items, I am not touching it.
Actually, Chuck, with my
Yeah.
detect magic on,
Yeah.
is he under the effect of any kind of magic?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay.
Good job checking for suspicion.
Yeah. Yeah, you all
Yeah,
make it
that's
back
fair.
to the castle. He'll stay there for a day or two while he kind of gathers up supplies, and then he'd be off on his way. But now you're all sitting in the castle with a wish, a whole bunch of cool
Yeah.
gear. What's next on the list?
I think we were looking for undead still, probably.
Yeah, we can get a couple of leads on that. Did he say your bow can like see into ethereal stuff?
Yeah.
Like, there's a part of me that's like suspicious of like if you look through that under the slide they were talking about.
Okay.
I don't know. So that's weird.
I'll go check
Did
it
you
out.
see
Give it a shot. Yeah.
I mean,
Next day,
You
you
got
head
that
over to
spent?
that park.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Jeff?
Oh, I was just saying I think that was the East Bank.
Yeah. Yeah, way out there, kind of not too far from where you all exited out from underneath. It's an old rundown park, got some swing sets. Don't look like they'd really hold any weight. Merry-go-round that's fallen off its center post and it's just kind of lying there on its side. And an old rusty metal slide.
Well, take a look. So look through the lens on the crossbow.
You don't see any funkiness in the ethereal plane around there.
I mean,
I said it was like under the slide, so maybe just kind of.
She said there was a monster
Yeah.
under the slide.
So it lasts for rest of your turn. So what is a turn still 10 minutes in
I think
this?
so, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just kind of poke around.
Okay. Yeah, you go around looking around. You don't, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything funky or ethereal going on in the nearby plane, so it doesn't really show anything. Anything
Okay.
anyone else wants to check out?
Did somebody do tracking yet? Look for tracks or anything like that?
Not specifically, no.
Yeah, good boy will. I mean, throw a survival check out there. I guess he's not very good at it
Okay.
comparatively, but he'll give it a try.
Sure.
He's okay. Looking for tracks of anything. 18.
So you look around. This did happen a handful of days ago, but as you're kind of snooping around in the area, you do see that there is remnants of blood splatter kind of around the slide.
Bark, bark. And I'll point at the blood splatter. Is it dried?
Yeah.
Is it all
Oh,
like
yeah.
brown and dried?
It's brown
Okay.
and dried. Yeah.
If I like, never mind. That's stupid. Never mind.
Not gonna do anything.
I mean, go look at it, but is there any like steps coming away from it or going somewhere?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
I slide down the slide.
As you go to climb up the back of the slide, the
Oh, no.
tentacles come out and attack you. The slide is
I'm
a
so
mimic.
glad you did that, Bert, because that's what I
Oh
was
my
thinking
God.
of doing. I'm so
Yeah.
glad it was you.
Now,
Okay.
granted, I was expecting something to happen, so
Yeah, so it's gonna
Oh,
make
man.
some attacks against you there, Mornath.
sure.
Just a mimic. Remember when we
Yes.
fought that one mimic? Oh
Yes.
my god.
With the kobolds. It was so good.
Yes.
That
Or there's
crazy.
always the gazebo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's another
highest
thing.
swing was a 21.
Nope.
As this thing, like the end of the slide opens up like this big crocodile with teeth, tentacles are flailing around everywhere. I don't feel like rolling initiative, so let's do popcorn. Slide just took a turn. Mornath, you're up, and then you can pick who's going after that.
Sure. So, did I get to the actual slide?
Yeah, you grabbed a hold of it and put a foot on it. And actually, if I remember correctly, you're going to need to give me a reflex save.
Sure. Reflex save. Blah.
Let's see.
20.
That is not enough.
Oh, really?
The DC was
so
high enough that it
What do hero points do for you again?
let you re-roll that. Oh, yeah.
I'll-
We're 2 hours in. Take 2 hero points. Forgot all about that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Well, I will go ahead and try it at least once more.
Okay.
22.
Still a point short.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
As this, like your your hands are stuck to the rails on it. Like these weird pseudopod tentacles are starting to wrap around your legs.
Okay. Well, that's not really a lot I can do then. So my hands are stuck. I can't use my hands.
Your hands are stuck.
Okay. But can I kick?
I'll let you kick. Yeah.
I have no idea what that would be as an attack, so I'm just going to roll a d20. Oh, here, unarmed attack.
There you
Here we go. I still get 3 actions.
Yeah.
All right. 14's probably going to miss.
14's a miss.
2, 20.
20 hits.
I don't do much damage, though.
6 points.
And my third action, 4.
4's a miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Little
actually,
help. Little help.
actually, 2 of those count as critical fails. So I'm just going to give you
Oh,
one
really?
card.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. You're panicking, trying to figure out what to do.
That makes
This
perfect sense.
thing is going to take +2 on any actions against you for the next, well, till it passes back to your turn.
Sure.
Bert, pick who's going next.
Well, since Bark was thinking about doing it, I think he's closest.
And we all see it now, right?
Oh yeah, you're all in the area. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, first action, Bark's gonna back the F up, like, if he can.
Yeah.
So he will full movement away from that. Then he will use one of his, like, he'll like reverse his arm, grab a bomb, and just kind of pour it into his gun. And then he will fire. I'm assuming do an alchemical shot.
Sure.
I'm gonna be firing. I'm gonna fire a. This is bottled lightning. So,
Okay.
So my action is, it's still just a roll of attack. So here we go.
15.
I hate this game. I just hate it so much. I'm gonna hero point it.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No
Can
way.
you keep using hero points to
I
re-roll
don't.
until you're out of hero points?
I'll tell you what. With your luck, I'll let you take one more if you want, Jeff.
I feel like I got infected by the guy with his bad luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20 hits.
Oh my god, it does?
It
Holy crap.
does.
Okay. So then, holy crap. All right. So then he's gonna. So basically, for alchemical shot, is he suffers the effects of the bomb. So it deals the damage of the same type as the bomb, all that kind of stuff, etc., etc. Because if it was a fail, I actually hurt myself. So
Oh, no.
I'm glad that wasn't. All right. So the specifics are. Let me get it up. Sorry, I should have had that ready. All right. So it's just 1d6 damage, and then 1 point of electricity splash damage, so it'll be a total of 2 points of damage, which is fine. But it's flat-footed into the start of my next turn.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
So I figured that might
Bonus
help
on
everybody.
AC.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I will do, for my last action,
Yeah.
I'll do Thoughtful Reload, which allows me to roll basically a kind of a free knowledge check on this.
Okay.
Like recall knowledge on this while loading. So what kind of skill do you want?
For a knowledge check in that check.
I actually don't hate this game. I do like Pathfinder. I just hate people.
Why don't you give me a nature test? See if you can figure out.
Oh, nature sucks.
Yeah.
17.
Good enough. A couple things you know about mimics. They can mimic things, as they say. They also have a very sticky, strange resin all over them, which makes creatures that come in contact get stuck. But they're very slow. Movement is usually your best bet.
Okay. So you'll hear like the radio come on again a little bit, like you feel like the distant voice underneath it just says, "Run away!" And that's it. And I'll go Sherbert, because is Sherbert close? Is Sherbert close to it?
I was. I'm gonna try to not be close to it real soon.
Good boy knows that you're probably a squishy. So yeah. So definitely Sherbert to get the hell out of there.
I got two things I might do. One of them is I'll try and use my my little magical rope that I have
Sure.
and have it tie around Bert, and then I'm gonna go a little ways out and see if I can help pull him off.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's cool.
I assume I probably need to make like a strength test or something.
Yes, I'll have you do an athletics test.
Oh, good. I think I'll re-roll that.
No.
It's a good idea.
It's like the other thing. He gets pulled in too.
No. It's just like the
You know, if
monkey
that's
in the
standard-
right time.
It is.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely re-rolling that.
Just
Oh
like a
gosh, I'm just
zero.
not gonna help.
So Mornath, you've now got a magical rope tied around your torso as you can feel Sherbert's feeble attempts to pull you out. But he's not helping.
Maybe Barbar can do better.
So Barbar, you're up. And since you're last, you're also going to be first after this. So take 2 turns in a row.
Okay. Well, I know you said run, but I'm really bad at following directions.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I didn't think Barbar was gonna run. It was more of a spread out. But don't forget flat-footed. So like he is
I
flat-footed.
do like
until
that.
I
like
go
that
again.
a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's see. So I'll rage, which gives me some temp HP. And I'll move and then attack.
Sure.
And then here we go.
18 with the flat-footed hits.
Okay, excellent. Is this thing evil by chance?
I think they're generally neutral, aren't they?
Probably neutral, yeah.
Yep, they're neutral.
That's cool.
Holy crap.
It's ridiculous.
Holy crap. Oh, wow. Okay, it's still up, but you've taken a big kind of chunk out of its slide/snout mouth area.
And that was it. That was my move and my attack.
Yeah, so
Oh, but I go
yeah, start of the order, so you're up again.
start the order again next time. Well, I guess I'll smack it again.
15 is a miss.
I'll re-roll that. I'll
Okay.
use one
Hero
of my
point that?
re-rolls. Yeah.
Wow,
There you go.
31's a
Ooh,
crit.
31? Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just hack this thing to bits. Chunks of slide are flying everywhere. Mornath, you eventually come free of it, but you got like bits of this thing like stuck to you. You're fighting to get off. You've all slain a slide.
Yeah.
I will
We
finish
probably
my
look so-
slide down.
We probably look so weird to people that are just a little distance away that didn't see.
Yeah,
We
It's
just look like
us
a bunch of
destroying a
assholes
slide.
tearing up the playground.
tearing it to bits.
Are there other rides in the playground?
Yeah, there's all sorts. There's
Bark's gonna start shooting all of them just to be sure.
It's just explosions everywhere. Sadly, nothing else was a mimic, but the playground is absolutely and thoroughly destroyed after that.
It had to be
Well,
done.
then wag his tail.
Our work here is done.
We could just buy him another one.
Yeah.
Buy a new one. Fuck your playground.
So good. All right.
We're good guys, right? We're good people.
I mean, trying to be.
So sadly, no sign of the girl. You would probably take a hazard that she was consumed.
I mean, yeah, that's
I
what
guess
they do.
we can at least try and, let the family. I mean, it's probably good to let them know. It sucks, but it's better
Yeah.
than wondering.
Well, here's some bits of it for proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you spend a little bit of time, you kind of have to ask around. You never actually heard who the family was, but you find some time, and yeah, you inform a very bereaved family that their daughter was killed by a monster slide at a park.
We're definitely good people.
I mean, it's got to be better than wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The slide wasn't even that fun.
Okay. So
Well, we follow up on basically all the rumors at this point, except for the graveyard now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, there was the Silk Bowl that had zombies at night, and then there was
Yeah.
the cemetery. There were two separate things.
Oh, two
Oh,
things.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Cemetery was like the vagrants had moved in or something like that.
Oh,
And then
well-
the Silk Bowl, there were zombies that were randomly found on the streets at night.
I mean, like legitimate zombies sounds like.
Maybe let's look into
Bark, bark.
the zombies.
And it shoots a random like piece of playground toy. Bark, bark.
let's take a look.
I think Bark's a little overeager.
It's just great.
I
I,
like
have
it.
conjure bullet, so I could just like keep conjuring bullets, like it not even waste my ammo. Just
That's
everywhere.
fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, getting some things uploaded. So yeah, if you all want to head over to the area where they talked about the zombies at night, what's the plan?
Suppose we'll have to wait till night. I can
We
go
could
Sam
maybe-
Fisher.
I mean, zombies probably don't try to cover the tracks at all. We could maybe actually look around during the day to get an
That's
idea
true.
of where to be.
Okay.
Plus, while we're doing that, we could see if there's any more playgrounds that we
Yeah.
could just check to see if there's mimics.
We got to make
Never
sure
know.
there's no joy left in this world for children.
Just in case.
Cry is going to talk about this weird band of roaming adventurers that just kept testing all the slides in town.
Yeah, destroying some of them.
If somebody would have done this sooner, that little girl would probably be okay, Jeremy. I mean,
That's
Good
true.
point.
think about it in those terms.
Yeah.
Are
Like
we
a town
going to
watch.
become the park police?
I think so.
So
We'll get
are
a little.
you
We'll get a
kinda like
squad
a-
wagon and roll around and patrol the.
I'm like a K9 unit.
I mean, if we're going to follow them around, we'd almost be like a Paw Patrol of sorts.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
We went there.
Thanks, Matt.
Good
All
boy
right.
levels the gun at Vorabar after that joke.
I deserve it. Not even going to flinch.
This is the way it's meant to be.
This is the way.
All right, so yeah, you all head over to that section of town. You just wanting to post up and keep watch? You want to ask around? What's the What's the details here?
Probably wouldn't hurt to talk around a little bit and see, if there's any of these people here who've seen them.
Yeah.
Sure. You spend some time kind of poking around local businesses in the area, maybe people on the street. You find an old man. Oh yeah, you can't go out at night. The dead walk. They wandering around. It's not like there's a lot of them, but still, like one zombie is bad enough to ruin your day.
So they like come piling out of some place, or do they just kind of wander out from the alleys, or
Oh, they crawl out of the sewer grates.
Oh. Okay.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah.
that's pretty straightforward. And then, like at the end of the day, they just like go back.
I know.
go back-
Usually the guards come and kill them. I don't think they're smart enough to find their way home.
Oh, so like more and more come out, like every day.
Yeah, there's a couple a night.
Yeah. Well, maybe we just skip straight to the sewer then. Is it like a particular sewer grate, or just randomly sewer grate?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is just rumors. Like, you find sewer grates or sewer lids open during the day. And I mean,
You assume zombies came out at night?
yeah, I mean, that's what else would you presume?
I
There
mean,
used to be like a graveyard down there or something.
Well, there's on the other side of the wall. Switching song to more of that one. On the other side of the wall, there is that old graveyard that's they got locked up now. Can't get in it at all because something in there is attacking people. Some people believe it's vagrants, but I don't know.
and that was happening like anytime anybody went in there.
Yeah, you can't go in there at all.
Like who locked that up?
These city guards did.
Maybe we can get an okay from them and go hang out in the cemetery some night.
If y'all are adventurers, don't you have a license to do whatever the hell you want?
I mean, mostly.
Okay.
There's limitations.
Okay.
We actually had a really good deal worked out once upon a time, but
Well, I gotta go somewhere else, so I'll catch y'all later.
yeah, no worries. We'll just be hanging around in sewers and cemeteries, as you
like
do.
normal people do, right?
Yeah.
Someone's got to.
So I would also like to kind of do a little bit of a reminder. I don't know if you all remember this yourselves, but when you were talking to the Rhoda,
Mm-hmm.
they did mention that there was a undead problem going on in the Undercity, and that there was some weird cults kind of towards the north in the Undercity that were responsible for it.
The kobolds mentioned something about that too, I think.
Yeah. And you came across a handful of zombies while you were down there.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Does that line up with where we're at?
Not exactly, but it's close. They were pointing more in the area where I'm currently pinging. Let me adjust what the stream sees. So it was more in that area.
Okay. I'm
While
trying
the
to-
cemetery is more up in this direction. Yeah. So I mean, it's a ways off, but I mean, it's still kind of not too far.
Yeah. Not so far that you wouldn't travel for dead bodies.
Yeah.
I suppose we could start from the top and go down, or just go down and try and head up.
I just need a plan.
Like work our way backwards, or try to go to the source and work our way forwards.
Well,
We'll
if
see.
we go ahead, Jeremy.
No, you first, man.
Well, I was just gonna say, if we go from like here down, like we could intercept any that would have gotten onto the streets while we were circumventing it. So could potentially protect the streets for one night while we do that.
Yeah, that's kind of the advantage I see of going backwards.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Fight them on the way out. or in, whichever way.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Get something set up on my end real quick, so give me a second.
Good boy shoots a bird at us, guy.
That's of course.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Doesn't have fingernails growing out of it, does it?
No, it does not. There are so many thumbs, though. Just all these
So
thumbs
many
coming out of it.
All right. Let's
Don't know
see.
anything about
So give me that plan again. You were heading down in this area, heading through the sewers and working your way north, kind of towards the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
hoping to pick the intention is we were hoping we might pick off some along the way that might have been trying to climb.
And maybe they'll kind of lead us in the direction that we need to go.
Yeah.
Sure. That's not a problem.
Unintentionally follow them backwards.
You get this because you all picked the one direction to go that I didn't have a map already loaded in.
Of course.
As we do.
Whoops.
We zeroed in on that one unprepared space and went right at it.
I've got one
Classic.
just not uploaded. All right, cool. Let's do that.
Things aren't ready, senses were tingling.
Which means that we're gonna hop over here because I don't have anything set up. Let's get some tokens there so you all can see. Wow, I do not have the sizing right at all.
Either that or bar bars just become quite large.
I've used that exact same map.
Nice.
Bar represents the whole party.
Let's see
This
what
is
this
2-minute
brings.
tabletop. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh wow,
there.
that is super stretched. That's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. We need a good boy.
It is
There's
good
a
enough
really
for now.
cool token creator now too. I'm just gonna randomly plug for 2-minute tabletop here, but they have a nice little token creator now too. If you like cutesy kind of cutesy
Yeah.
little cartoony
Yeah, absolutely.
tokens, but it's pretty cool.
Back in 2-minute tabletop, Joe got me on it because he backed them a long while ago and has used plenty of their maps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all head down to the sewers. You start heading in a northernly direction. I won't make you roll for this initial one. Let's just do stuff. But eventually you hear the sound of shambling. I don't have tokens. Of course I don't have tokens. Use your imagination. As Mornath's, or good boy, I don't know which one of you's leading the way, you come around the corner and immediately you see 3 zombies kind of moving in a southerly direction.
Nice.
They haven't noticed you yet, because I'm presuming Mornath rolled fantastic on stealth. So what's the plan?
Do we just light them up?
There's zombies.
Yeah, I mean, if you all just want to go ahead and take actions for lighting them up.
Sure.
That's the thing to do.
Yeah.
I've got their initiative in. If you don't finish them off this round, we're going into initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I will take shots at a distance with my new spirit sight crossbow.
Wow. There we
Same.
go.
I can do 2. You can do 2 shots around this build.
Go ahead.
No, after you, man.
Okay. So first shot, 28.
That's definitely it.
Just regular damage. Only 10 points. Now it says it takes an action to reload the crossbow.
Yeah.
So that's my second action. And then here's my third. My third action is to shoot again. And 18.
18's it.
Only 7 points of damage. Ugh.
But I'm going to tell you what, that first hit, what did you get on that first hit? An 18? Nope, not a critical. Okay. No, 28 was your first hit. That is a critical, so I'm going to apply double damage on that.
Okay. So 20 points.
Which is enough to drop the one up front.
Okay. And then my last one just does a little bit of damage to the next one.
Okay.
So Good Boy will take one of the other ones. We'll kind of load and fire. He's already got one in the chamber. So he'll first action with his gun at one of them. 21
Oh, yeah, that's
to
it.
hit.
Yeah.
Wow, I hit something without
Good
having to spend
job.
24 points of
Holy
damage.
crap. You drop it.
Then I will conjure bullet for my second action, which is a reload, which gives me a reload, and then I will fire again at whatever one's still standing.
Sure. 17's it.
17. Is it really nice?
It is.
Okay. 20 points of damage.
Yeah, that drops that one too.
Nice. Bark, bark.
Yeah,
good
so you
boy.
all easily, Mornath and Good Boy, just take out these zombies at a range. They fall. You can very clearly see, like, they've been trudging through the muck and the filth, so you can very clearly see that they're leaving a trail behind. If you're wanting to follow this trail, I'll need a survival test from someone.
Oh, I might actually be okay with that.
It's whoever wants to do it. Give me a roll.
I'm
Somewhat.
trained in it, but I don't have a particularly high bonus, so it's up to you guys.
I have it too.
Sherbert got a
Yeah, go
20,
Sherbert.
which is
Sure,
plenty
yeah.
good.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, we're 10 minutes out. By the time we do closing plugs and divvy out experience, we'll pick up next session with following the zombie trail, seeing if you can find where they're coming from. Everyone go and take 200 XP.
Woo.
Yay, that's a level up.
It is a level.
Everyone
Amazing.
gets level.
Now I think I have access to third level spells and can actually use that ring.
Most excellent. Let's see. All right. 200 XP. Y'all bought a lot of stuff today.
My goodness.
So what should that put us at? Level 4?
5.
5.
5. Okay, you have to physically
Yeah.
change it. Okay.
Yes, I do have third level spells.
Cool. Let's do some plugs. Bert, you want to go first?
Sure. Check out my stream at twitch.tv/Steam Steel and Murder. Their next game is this Friday for a BX Dungeons and Dragons as we go through Castle Amber, the original X1 module.
Nice.
The Sunday is Shadowrun using the one roll engine system with a few folks that are on here tonight. And then the following Tuesday, first edition Dungeons and Dragons, playing through the Temple of Elemental Evil right now.
Cool.
Check out the
yeah.
backlog on YouTube and the podcast at BlueMagic.com.
Links are in the chat, so there's no reason for people not to check it out. Jeff, what do you got?
No game on Thursday this week for Garblag, but we are back on Friday with more Delta Green as we are doing Impossible Landscapes. We just made it to Hotel Broadalbin, and you've been watching, you know that's a big deal. Saturday, we're starting up One Ring second edition finally. We've had to push it back a couple times, but we are. I probably shouldn't say this. We're really going to do it, I promise. And then Monday, we're back to Ultraviolet Grasslands. Yeah.
Very cool. Here on Defenders, Friday, 10 p.m. Central, Joe's taking us through our second session of the playtest of his system. First was really good, so I'm curious to see what we do. We got a little more XP under our characters' belts. Saturday, 1 p.m. Central, we're going to be rocking out some Forbidden Lands. I think that sounds right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
That is correct, yeah.
What do we got? That's it. We'll be back for more of this on Wednesday. And then next Friday, so not this coming Friday. Actually, that's the day after Thanksgiving. I presume we're playing on that day and we're going to be kicking off a Shadowrun campaign. So come check that out. It'll be good. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got shit else. Good game, everyone. We did the things. So I guess until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and go get your booster shot. Deuces.